9 months ago, ladies and gentlemen, I had said that the Hearts of Steel line was leaked. I just showed you the view. Well, sure enough, today they were revealed. We got Optimus. We got Starscream. We've got Megatron, Bumblebee, Hearts of Steel line dropped today. And yes, the HasLab was Lio Kaiser, however you want to say it. And we'll get to that at the end if you missed the video from earlier today. But right now, let's look at the Hearts of Steel, Optimus, and Starscream 2-pack. These guys look absolutely amazing. It's the steampunk versions of these toys. So you got the box art, which looks crazy. Like the box art alone is absolutely amazing on these guys. The box and the pipes and all that, the steampunk look, it fits. What doesn't fit to me is that Optimus looks like Thomas the Train. Now, looking at this guy up close, there's a lot of parts I like about it, but that's the only thing I don't really like is the fact that Optimus reminds me of like the Disney train set I had when I was 3. I wished he was just like a little more dirtier, a little more grittier to match the aesthetic. Now, we did get to see Sky-Byte today. Sky-Byte is in the age of the primes. Very nice mold. I was literally watching a video, I think, of Jobby the other day going over Sky-Byte. Either it's him or that toy guy, either one. But either way, I like the head sculpt on this guy. I'm not one for a lot of animals, or like I'm not familiar with this era of Transformers, but that shark is crazy. That's crazy. It looks amazing. The robot mode looks amazing too. I'm not sure about how he's going to stand with those little feet, but the shark alt mode, out of this world. They blew it out of the park on that one. Now, they showed a lot of stuff. I'm going to be jumping around. You might see this same picture later on or whatever, but it was just my thought process of when putting this together. They dropped this and Heatwave from Age of the Primes also. Heatwave from Rescue Bots. I'm sorry, Age of the Primes, Heatwave. Look at him. It's like a red version of Bulkhead. As a matter of fact, this is a retool of Transformers Prime Bulkhead. Now, he's got a very clean fire truck mode. I think the ladder is detachable. I can see all the parts of where Bulkhead was, and that's the part that covers the canopy that covers that part. But like you can literally see Bulkhead in this. They did a great job. Not for me necessarily because my son really doesn't like Rescue Bots. So we got the headquarters just because it's a cool looking base for smaller Transformers. But I like that they did Chase. Now, like this right here. This is Age of Steel, Hearts of Steel, Bumblebee from the back. These toys, all from the back, look like there's no hollowness. There's not a whole lot of kibble. There's not a whole lot of... You don't see too many gappy parts. And that part I like. They look like they're going to be chunky and heavy and fun to hold and fun to transform. Yeah, the most you see is like where the knee joints go in. Can we talk about this guy? Can we talk about 1800 Canon Megatron? You know what I mean? Like I like that. I like that. Hey, Megacon, can y'all show us 86 Megatron before this is over? But I do also like how you can see Starscream in Starscream. You see this little red and blue train and think happiness, but you know that it's Optimus. And here's my question and the answer. Is that a homage to the Cyber Planet key on his chest? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I think so. I mean, it looks like a Cyber Planet key. But that head sculpt on Optimus looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. I love the faceplate. I love the little dents and the holes in it. Bumblebee's train on the other end looks like... Now that I like. I like how they did Bumblebee's train mode. The chest, Bumblebee always suffers when it comes to like a chest when it's not the VW bug. Like the gamer edition, the chest was real big. But check out this Megatron fusion cannon of the 1800s, 1700s. This thing is sick. I love that. Absolutely love that to death. It's different. It's not a helicopter. It's not a handgun. It's not a tank. It's not it's not a plane. The robot mode, I love the wheels on the arms. I love everything about this. I do. I like everything about this Megatron. That head sculpt is crazy. That head sculpt is just, let's just look at it. I mean, yeah. Speaking of Megatron, I did get my MP36 today. Absolutely fun. My first masterpiece toy ever, and probably my last. But this thing is everything I ever wanted in a Megatron. And even though 86 Megatron hasn't been revealed, I'm cool. This is everything I wanted. I could have asked for an 8-page instruction booklet that was in English, but hey, you get what you get. It only took me 45 minutes and 2 instructional videos to be able to transform him from that to the gun, back to regular scheduled programming. Now, Bumblebee from the front, the steampunk like look on him, sick. It's sick. Like I said, you don't see any gaps. You don't see any holes. You don't see anything. He's got the cannons on his shoulder. It reminds me of Generations Bumblebee if you took a whole bunch of them and put them all together. Same with Starscream. Starscream looks like if they took all of the ideas of Starscreams and put them all together and fused it onto this Batwing biplane of death and then gave him Superman colors. I mean, you can't complain. You really can't. Like this is something that there's a genre that wants this. Like I said, I was talking about this 9 months ago. Other channels that I watched were talking about, had reported this like a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever. Well, we finally get to see it today, and I'm glad. I'm glad that Hasbro is pumping out so much for this year. And then to finish it off, we got Leo Zack, Drillhorn, Guy-Hawk, Hellbat, Jaguar, and Kill Bison. That's right. HasLab's 2025 Lio Kaiser. I sent him a video earlier today when I saw it because I just wanted to get it out that, this was announced as the HasLab. But I didn't realize that all of the little mini figures are the chess pieces to the individual robots, also called, breast force. Well, that's what they were called in Japan. But here, I'll read it to you. Again, I read it earlier, but I'll read it again. Lio Kaiser is a combined form of the Breast Force, an elite combat team consisting of land and air assault vehicles who hail from the Death Zone. He is powerful, cruel, merciless, and unlike pretty much every other combiner, he's intelligent. Ruthless killing machine. He's an expert in melee combat, possesses the power of invisibility. He's fought against Star Saber, Road Caesar, Landcross, Galaxy Shuttle, probably beating the stuffing out of each one. That comes off of TF Wiki. So yeah, this is the Decepticon of all Decepticons. So I think they're asking for $299 for this guy, and they need 10,000 backers before March. It looks like a pretty neat set, and especially with them doing, Devastator and Superion coming, and hopefully a Nexus Prime combiner, and all the other combiners that are supposed to come down the pipeline, Bruticus and whomever else. This just fits. I think it's great. There's 3 tiers. 1 tier, you get this. The 2nd tier, you get like the nunchucks that go with him. 3rd tier, you get the nunchucks and the stand and everything else in a pretty box and all that. And then what's crazy is the helicopter transforms into a shoulder cannon in its combined mode. That ain't on TF Wiki. So that's an extra bonus right there. But these little guys that you see, they all go into the chest of, like I said, of Leo Zack, Drillhorn, Guy-Hawk, Hellbat, Jaguar, and Kill Bison. That is awesome. But that is day 2 so far of Megacon. That is everything that we've learned today. If you missed out on yesterday, go to yesterday's video, Megacon Day 1, where they revealed a whole lot of Devastator. We got to see that Hook and Long Haul do basically contain the skeletal parts that hold together. Long Haul has the skeletal parts that click to the back of him like a trailer that will hold Devastator. I think the way that they're going with the combiners is absolutely insane. I think it's great because if you do own Menasor, you know that is a very solid figure to transform back and forth, back and forth. Whereas I have a lot of third-party, oversized combiners, my Demon Knight and my Warbatron, and so forth and so on. Like, those guys look amazing, and yeah, they are 24 inches, but getting them to pose for a long time or do a stop motion with them, like that'll be the last stop motion you ever do. But they look great because they're super stylized, like MBK Devastator. He's huge and he looks great in my room in my Decepticon headquarters side because he's just huge and towering over everybody. And I know a lot of people want their stuff to be scale. A lot of people, and this is great too for everybody because the way that they're doing is that all the combiners will be scaled with each other. Now this, I hope this is over 12 inches. I hope that this does not scale with the Age of the Primes combiners, but we'll find out more. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime.